Out the shot, Hammer. One more game. One more game. Another home game. Last game was a close one. This time I get to play against the commish.
The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway.
And he kicks out of bounds.
That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. lead. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
I'm not good at this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the grab. It's up. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh,
that deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
yes, yes
this
you do.
quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That was picked off. I fell for it.
18 of those this season. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moncrief. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Crosses the 30. Hits the
That'll work.
to the right. The 30. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, the racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
All right.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little intensity on that one. Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds a man in the middle.
Wow.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker.
What?
Get in there, get it.
Ball down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yard.
Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Now, if I can get a stop, that'd be pretty cool.
We need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Crispin. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
Talking about keep pedaling.
Mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the right. Down the seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Not backing up so far. That's on me. You have a nice pocket. You just need to stay in it.
Line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Dickerson. Completes it in the middle. At the 35, he's open. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Moncrief. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced him.
Nice work.
A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And these are the mistakes backed up. You can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the
My opponent
American.
experienced network issues.
Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
It's on the tape. Y'all saw it. Not me.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that...
Touchdown! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship
On
between
experience
the QB
network
and the wide
issues.
receiver, the timing, the ability to know
Send the
where
tape.
he's going to be and be accurate with the football.
Gonna
That's
suck
what
to get
makes
all
the nice
that.
touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing individuals because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Crispin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Wants to throw. It's Dickerson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the catch. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Back to pass on second down.
Lock this a little bit.
Gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it near midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. He turns it loose.
I'm back.
can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
Ooh, that's painful.
We played 2
right.
quarters here. Time to go to Kevin.
I'm only down
Time update.
35 points.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the map. Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to their line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fakes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's try.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They get him on the ground after the turnover,
What did
but
do?
there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Active hands from the defense, forcing that incomplete pass.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Gonna run it. It's Crispin. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Dickerson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Here it is.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Leaves it with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Right on the money. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown.
There's just slaughter. Let him get up.
And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Purdue. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Parker. This time on target. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
This is brutal.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends
that.
of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as
The
we start.
beatdown will continue.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
The Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they're going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's got it. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt it.
Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough
Rocking the
to give
baby
them
this
an
week.
elusive second win of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to pass. It's Parker. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass
You should
is
probably
coming,
put
and the
run the clock
execution
because
was
it keeps
great.
showing
Yeah,
that
they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late
Your,
with the lead because one of the strengths of their
what you
entire
call it.
team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Down to the 12-yard line. Into the defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it possession on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Finally.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll try to move the chains.
I'm only down by 50.
From the 25. Rides to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it. Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Don't want to risk anything here. The
Thank
quarterback takes
goodness this is over. That was horrible. Oh my goodness. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching. Wrap that up in time. Check connection, brother. Almost lost all those stats to your connection. Remember, love is for suckers.